Hello, my friends, Gary Goers and fellow poets. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Write Along. Hello, Kieran, and hello, Herb. I'm glad that you stopped by. I thought it was going to be just me for a second there. I wasn't expecting a Write Along today. Yes, it's the first Sunday of the month. So, the first Sunday of the month, we are going to be doing Write Alongs rather than do streams and ride-alongs. We Because what we used to do is we used to have a ride-along in the afternoon and then a conversing in the evening. Instead, we're going to scrap the conversing and just put ride-along down underneath. So yeah, we're doing a ride-along this evening. Hopefully, we'll get a few more poets in. But welcome. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year, Herb. Happy New Year, Kieran. Good to see you both here. Um, how are you, Adam? I'm doing good. Thank you very much, Kieran. I'm doing good. I'm really well rested. I took the holiday period off and just did nothing except for chill out, do some reading, watch Stranger Things. I almost did a Stranger Things style intro. If you hadn't noticed, we've changed the intro song for this evening. Hi, Genevieve. Hi, Danny. Um, but yeah, I'm doing really good. Ready to get back to work. How are you doing, Kieran? How is everyone doing in the chat? Happy New Year. Absolutely. Welcome back. We have convened for the first time this year. Not sure. Sorry, I was reading a WhatsApp message out loud. I am sure. I'm sure that we're going to have a good night tonight writing some crazy poems. But if you haven't already, before we do that, don't forget to hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hello. We gained some new subscribers recently and received some really nice comments on a couple of our shorts this week. So thank you for those nice comments if you're reading this. A quick reminder of the prompt as well. Poetry prompt from last week was breaking through the snow. And we have had some snow this week. Not too much, but little bits here and there. We've had little pockets of snow this week. So very apt. It's almost as if I knew. Hi, class. Welcome to the stream. All good, mate. Can't wait for the first lounge of the year. Yes, it's going to be good. It's not this week, it's the next one. But I'm looking forward to it. A couple of surprises up my sleeve, some new traditions I think I'm going to introduce. So we'll see. We'll see. Number 5, like. Thank you very much, number 5. Thank you, class. I appreciate it. I know I can always count on you for a like. So, yeah. The prompt is breaking through the snow. We'll do that in a little bit. For those who are just joining and not sure what I'm talking about, each stream I set a prompt for the following stream. And last week I set the prompt of breaking through the snow. So I'll ask for those poems in a few minutes. Maybe I'll give it another 2-3 minutes before we do that. And then we'll write some crazy wah wah wee wah. Yes. I don't know. I honestly don't know where that came from. I was just thinking on the spot, and it was the first thing, not thirst, first thing that came to mind. Evening all. Good evening, Dalgal. Welcome to the party. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the channel. Good to have you here. Hi, hi. Hi, hi. For some reason, my internet, the last couple of weeks, my internet just doesn't want to play ball. And it says that the stream is struggling. It says that the stream health is poor due to Wi-Fi. So if it's glitching and laggy, I apologize. I'm not doing anything different. So unless the Wi-Fi box is being damaged or whatever it may be, maybe the cold weather, I don't know what affects these things. But if it's glitchy, I apologize. Oh, just as I said that, the warning left. So hopefully we're good now. And we have 10 people watching and 6 likes. So if you haven't hit that like button yet, please do. I'd really appreciate it. And why don't we start putting our poems in the chat? Seems fine so far here. Okay, cool. That's good. If you have a poem based on last week's prompt of breaking through the snow, feel free to throw it in the chat box right now, just to get those creative juices flowing, to get the vibe in the room, if you like. All good on my end. I can hear you loud and clear. Excellent. That's good. I don't need to worry then. Doesn't seem too bad. That wasn't a yawn, that was half a yawn. Doesn't seem too bad. All right, cool. Maybe it's just YouTube warning me for no reason. I don't know why it's doing that. It depends on your upload speed more than download speed. I absolutely have no idea what that means. I have no idea what that means. Sorry, Kieran. I'm not big on these things. I wish I was. I should probably learn a little bit more, seeing as I've been doing streams for what now? 2 years, I think. Conversing is 2 years old, so I should probably start learning these things. YouTube being dramatic. YouTube being dramatic. But yeah, if you have a poem based on breaking through the snow, now is the time to put it in the chat. I can help you with Wi-Fi stuff. Yes, please, Kieran. I would appreciate it. We'll have a chat for sure. We've got some nice new subscribers, by the way. Last week, I don't think the subscriber count is on this just yet, is it? Oh no, it is. As you can see, is that 222? What's that now? 9,223. It's gone up even since setting up the stream. And I think last week we only just broke 200, right? If I'm not mistaken. Thank you so much for those hearts coming in. Thank you very much. I think we were not gonna happen. I think we were sitting at 6,201 in the last stream. Now we're at 23. That's cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead and assume we don't have any poems this week for breaking through the snow. If we do, I'll check back a little bit later. But for now, I guess let's turn our attention to writing. So if this is your first time at a ride along, welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't be shy. Please don't be shy. We don't bite. We encourage new people. We encourage new voices. We want to see you in the chat, in fact. So if you don't know how this works, basically in a second, I'm going to ask for a lineup. I'm going to ask who wants to get involved, and you're going to tell me if you're a channel member, we have two special emojis for the write along, which I've just put in the chat. If you're not a channel member, that's okay. You can still get involved. Just give me a thumbs up or just tell me, yes, I'd like to get involved. It's as easy as that. So, with that being said, yes, I can, Genevieve. I absolutely can. You see nothing. You see nothing. Um, with that being said, let's get the lineup in the chat. If you want to get involved, make sure you let me know, and I'll put you on screen. You'll see the lineup on screen, and then our wonderful, wonderful mods throughout the rides along will keep us reminded of the lineup so you never forget where you are in the lineup. And then we'll get some prompts also. Also, if you're in the Discord server and your name isn't the same as your YouTube and you're a channel member, please at me on Discord so I can put you in the appropriate role manually, as it isn't manual at the moment. Yes, we need to arrange a sit down. The Discord still has a lot of little tweaks that need to be made. So thank you, Danny, for putting that. I'm in. Just realized I'm not a member anymore. I'll renew when I get paid. No worries, Kieran. That's okay. There's no pressure. No pressure. Let's get you in the lineup. And I saw Genevieve pop up too, so let's do that as well. All right. Oh, what did I just do? I just celebrated by accident. I just had an accidental party. I'm in. Class is in. Isn't auto? Yeah, we launched a Discord a couple of weeks ago, so we're still new. We're still trying to set it all up. Thank you, Danny. I believe that Herb might need adding to the channel members section if it hasn't done so already. I'll go throw myself in there as well. My Freeze or Adams? My Freeze or Adams? I'm not sure what that means. All right, let's start getting some prompts in the chat then. Any old random stuff. You know how this works now. We do tend to start writing about anything, everything and anything. It does go to I thank you, Herb. Oh, the stream health has gone poor again. I don't know what's happening. Herb is the only one in there present aside from me and G. Polka dots. I like it. Polka dots. Polka dots. There you go. Sausage. I'm in. Danny is in. Danny is in. Ice skating. Nice. Good one. Prawns, shrimp. I like it. Good, good. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking. Ice skating. Prawns, shrimp. There you go. It looks massive on the screen. Does it always look that big? The actor said to the bishop. Sorry. Anyway, lemons. There you go. Lemons. Gary Goyle, of course. All right. Gary Goyle. All right. That should do us for prompts. If you are watching and as we go along, you decide, hey, I want to take part in this. This looks like fun. Hangover. I'll add that in a second. Yeah, if you're watching and you do decide you want to take part because you say, hey, that looks like fun, I want to get involved, just let me know before we get to Danny and I can add you into the lineup. Not a problem. All right. And Hangover. There we go. Hangover. Right. And the title is going to be, I will give you guys the title. It will be Glorification of Dust. Are we all hungry or something? Yes. Prawns and shrimp. Sausage. Hangover. Right, the title is Glorification of Dust. The lineup is Kieran, Genevieve, Class, myself, and Danny. The prompts are polka dots, sausage, ice skating, prawns/shrimp, lemons, Gary Goyle, and hangover. I'm not hungover. I don't drink alcohol. I'm in. Nice. All right, Herb, I'll add you to the lineup too. That's good, Class. That's good. I have been sober now for, I think it was 3 years, something like that. I've actually lost track. Rhyme scheme. I'll keep the rhyme scheme out of this one, and then we'll add a rhyme scheme in the second one, I think. That's what we'll do. We'll just get warmed up for now. So I am going to scroll down a little bit. So, in fact, I'm pretty sure these used to be smaller. Yeah, that looks more like it. I am going to scroll down a little bit. How's that for now? Are we all still on the screen? Yeah, that's perfect. Glorification of Dust. Hangover after the glee of New Year's resolutions. Hi all, sorry I'm late. No worries, Dazzle. Welcome to the stream. Let me know if you want to be added to the lineup. Thank you so much for those hearts coming in. Herb is feeling I'm assuming Herb is hungover after the glee of New Year's resolutions, meaning you've already achieved your resolution? Dare I assume as much? In which case, congratulations, Herb. You must be the first person of the year to achieve their resolution. Writing order: Kieran, Genevieve, class, myself, Danny, Herb. Thank you, Genevieve. No rhyme scheme to worry about for this poem. Our prompts are polka dots, sausage, ice skating, prawn/shrimp, lemons, Gargoyle, and hangover. And up first is Kieran, please, with the opening line, with the privilege and honor of writing our opening line. Lol, I have created a new calendar. As in, like, the herb calendar? Uh, I don't know how to put it. As in, you've created, like, you've got the Mayan calendar, you've got the Christian calendar, I don't know. We now have the herb calendar? Or do you just mean you've created a calendar that sticks to, January through to December and it has your photos on it? Did I really just overthink that whole thing? I definitely did, didn't I? Shut up, Adam. The ring. Chuck another shrimp on the barbie and maybe a banger or two. And adding months, yeah, right. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one whose mind went there. All right, we got our opening line. Chuck another shrimp on the barbie and maybe a banger or two. Almost sounds like a Christmas. Maybe a banger or two. No, maybe not. I don't know. Right, I'm gonna tick sausage off because that's a banger, and I'm gonna tick prawns and shrimp off. That is not my line. I need to write a line. More, I just followed you down the path knowing you were like, more. Oh, I see. More, I just followed you down the path knowing you were likely mad. I'm definitely mad. I need to write a line. All right. Oh, I just need to get this line in check. Does that work out? Is that okay? Yeah, that's okay. But it does mean I need to scroll. So one more time for the lineup. Kieran, Genevieve, Class, myself, Danny, Herb. Kieran, Genevieve, Class, myself, Danny, Herb. Scrolling now. It's a good line. Just keep that line. Just go with it. All right, in terms of prompts, what do we have left in prompts? We've got polka dot, ice skating, lemons, Gary Goyle, and hangover. But please, leave the lemons polka dotted with mold out of the lemonade. Oh, oh no, we need to go grocery shopping. But please, leave the lemons polka dotted with mold out of the lemonade. Chuck another shrimp on the barbie and maybe a banger or two. But please, leave the lemons polka dotted with mold out of the lemonade. All right, class, over to you. Sorry, Genevieve, I need to be all English and add a U to that. Otherwise, we get a red line. We don't want no red lines. Chuck another shrimp on the barbie and maybe a banger or two. But please leave the lemons polka dotted with mold out of the lemonade. I've got a feeling this is going to be another one of our write-along poems where the title just doesn't get explained at all. The last write-along was so funny. You guys had me cracking up. You literally after the last write-along stream, my whole jaw was aching where I was like smiling and laughing so much. Silly Englishman insisting he knows how to spell English words. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm curious, Herb, how would you spell mold? Spell mold. Uh, wonder if it's the English spelling or the American spelling. Remaining prompts: ice skating, Gary Goals, hangover. Thank you, and I'll also reflect that on the doc. Polka, polka. Ah, okay. There you go. It's just us Americans. Canadians are out there with extra U's and using S's instead of Z's and saying Z. Much like us, then. Much like us. Glorification of dust. Chuck another shrimp on the barbie and maybe a banger or two. But please leave the lemons polka dotted with mold out of the lemonade. Off to go ice skating under the full moon and shining bright stars. Off to go ice skating under full moon and shining bright stars. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's my fault for giving stupid random titles. Nice. You're a legend. Thank you so much, Dazzle, for the 4.99 super chat. I really appreciate it. As you already seen, we have made some investments in the channel recently using the channel treasury to upgrade some of our kit. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, so your line is next. You have a chance to explain it. This is what I'm thinking, but I have no idea. I don't even know where we are right now in the world. I don't know where this poem is taking place right now. Hang on, I'm just putting classes line in the doc. All right, so glorification of dust. Chuck another shrimp on the barbie and maybe a banger or two. But please leave the lemons polka dotted with mold out of the lemonade. Off to go ice skating under full moon and shining bright stars. I have no idea. Uh, shining bright stars. I don't know what this means. Mm. To avoid the gaze of the gargoyle bust who smiles so refreshingly at me. Didn't explain the dust at all. Over to Danny, who might be able to explain the glorification of dust. Glorification of dust. Chuck another shrimp on the barbie, and maybe a banger or two. But please leave the lemons polka dotted with mold out of the lemonade. Off to go ice skating under full moon and shining bright stars to avoid the gaze of the gargoyle bust who smiles so refreshingly at me. How are we doing on screen? Oh, I need to scroll. I need to scroll. There we go. How's that? Okay, Danny and Herb are the last up. But first, Danny. Oh, need to catch up on chat 1 second. Thank you for supporting the community. Absolutely, I second that class. But my chat box is being a bit thingy. At a barbecue in winter at night, obviously. Obviously. Who doesn't go to a barbecue in the winter at night time? I love that. I love that it's a barbecue in winter at night. Give us a space under some explosive dust. Damn. That's just what poets get up to in the winter, right? We go to barbecues at night. Chuck another shrimp on the barbie and maybe a banger or two, but please leave the lemons polka dotted with mold out of the lemonade. Off to go ice skating under full moon and shining bright stars to avoid the gaze of the gargoyle bust who smiles so refreshingly at me. Actually, it's the best. You can have a crazy bonfire. Yeah. Yeah, there's something really nice and chilled out about sitting around a fire pit. Not sure I'd do it at winter though. I like doing it, in like August evenings or even spring evenings. The bonfire, didn't see it, didn't see it. The bonfire can create some dust. Yeah, I was thinking of like a gargoyle statue that collects dust. But obviously I went with Gargoyle because that was a prompt. I've had some really good night barbecues, to be fair. Nice. Nice. I don't think I've only ever had like evening fire pits, but not definitely not during the winter. Suddenly, large flecks start to elegantly fall from the sky like glorified dust from the heavens above. Wow. Thank you, Danny. That was fun to read. Suddenly, large flakes start to elegantly fall from the sky like glorified dust from the heavens above. I tried to explain the dust, but that's all I got. No, that was good. I've known South Africans who stick the bray on every night, no matter the weather. I'm not sure what bray is that barbecue? Bray. If bonfire and s'mores count as a barbecue, then I have too. Yeah. Nice line, Danny. Yeah. That was fun to say. I like reading that one out loud. All right, Herb, over to you to wrap things up, potentially. Nice line, Danny. Thanks. So far, we have this glorification of dust. Chuck another shrimp on the barbie and maybe a banger or two. But please leave the lemons polka dotted with mould out of the lemonade. Off to go ice skating under full moon and shining bright stars to avoid the gaze of the gargoyle bust, who smiles so refreshingly at me. Suddenly, large flakes start to elegantly fall from the sky like glorified dust from the heavens above. I just realized my line makes no sense. To avoid the gaze of the gargoyle bust, who smiles so refreshingly at me. It's a nice smile. It's a refreshing smile. I must avoid it. I didn't think that one through at all. Pronounced bra-a, bra-a, bray, bray, bra-a, bra. Ooh, I'll be back. My shopping delivery has just arrived. Nice. Enjoy shopping acquisition. All right, I think the only prompt left is hangover. Sorry, I couldn't avoid that one. Hangover is the last one. Yeah, hangover. And it's Herb's prompt as well. Leaving the barbecue with a sugar-stung hungover of dust and unfinished lemonade. Gotta go ice skating to avoid these nice statues staring at me. Right? What do you mean? What do you mean that doesn't make sense? Of course it does. Gotta go ice skating to avoid this nice statue staring at me. Leaving the barbecue with a sugar-stung hangover of dust and unfinished lemonade. Thank you very much, Herb, for wrapping that one up nicely. Okay, so we have our first poem of the year, of the evening, and of the year, and it goes like this. Glorification of dust. Chuck another shrimp on the barbie and maybe a banger or two. But please leave the lemonade polka dotted with mould out of the lemonade. Wait, did I say that wrong? Let me start again because my brain stopped me. Glorification of dust. Chuck another shrimp on the barbie and maybe a banger or two. But please leave the lemons polka dotted with mould out of the lemonade. Off to go ice skating under full moon and shining bright stars to avoid the gaze of the gargoyle bust who smiles so refreshingly at me. Suddenly, large flakes start to elegantly fall from the sky like glorified dust from the heavens above, leaving the barbecue with a sugar-stung hangover of dust and unfinished lemonade. Another completely coherent poem by the Gargoyles. I just found my old skates 30 plus years in storage. Nice. Gotta go. I mean, I am sure that makes sense to some people in some states of being. Right, there you go. Yeah, me, it makes complete sense to me. Just singing a tune. All right, that was our first poem of the year. So let me wipe the slate clean. We're going to wipe the slate clean. Now we should all be warmed up. I am going to implement a rhyme scheme. Do 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 do. Good poem. Good poem. All right. Let's get a new. I've got to go. Just getting home from work and I'm bloody Hank Marvin. No worries, Kieran. Enjoy your dinner. And for those who don't know Cockney slang, Hank Marvin means starving. So Kieran is saying he's hungry. He's bloody hungry. He's very hungry. So enjoy your dinner, Kieran, and I'll see you at the lounge. Cheers, Adam. I'll catch you soon, mate. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Thanks, Kieran. I appreciate it. You guys win on slang. You guys win on slang. Hank Marvin. All right. I'm just imagining people like, what? What? How does that mean? How does that mean I'm hungry? Well, summarized. Yes, perfectly summarized. Well done, class. There's an emoji summary right there for you. Shrimp, lemon, ice, skate. I'm not even hiding it anymore. Our slang is rather wonderful. Absolutely. I couldn't find a Goyle. That's a shame. We don't have one. Here, I'll throw one in for you. Hang on. Let's see. I can't copy and paste on here for some reason. Oh, can I? Is it gonna let me? It might let me now. Yes, it did. Where did the Goyle come into it? Somewhere around here, right? Here, I'll help you out. There we go. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you, Kieran. Good to see you. Welcome. Well, glad to have you back at this stream, dude. All right, let's get our new lineup in the chat then. If you want to help write another bizarre poem, then feel free to let me know in the chat, either by using one of the two channel member emojis, or just saying I'm in, or just give me a regular thumbs up, or just say me, whatever. However you decide to let me know that you want to take part, please do so now, and we can get you in the lineup for the next round. Next poem, emoji poem. That would be quite interesting. Could you tell a poem in emojis? I wonder if that could be my next prompt for next week's stream. Emoji poem. All right, we got Genevieve, 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 Genevieve. The bizarre seems to work in the ride along. Yeah, absolutely. Class is in. Yeah, we love to just have fun. You know, it is all about just having some fun, just being wild, doing whatever. The world is already too serious enough as it is. People have written whole movie plots out in emojis. Really? What, and then produced them? I can't. Come on. Ah, I was doing so well. I was doing so well. Come on, get out of that, Adam. Get out of that. No more yawning on stream. I can't imagine pitching an emoji. Oh, wait, there's literally a movie, isn't there, with Adam Sandler called The Emoji Movie. No, after the fact, not as a script. Right, okay. I was gonna say, like, here you go. Here you go, Paramount. Here's a script I wrote. It's all emojis. Okay. All right. Come on, guys. We need some more poets up in the lineup. So far, it's just Genevieve, Class, and myself. I know that we've lost Kieran, and I know Danny's bringing in some shopping as well. We do have, how many people do we have? What, we have 8 people watching. So if you're watching and you can and you really uh, are curious enough to take part, we need you now. So please do make yourself known if you feel like you can help us write a crazy poem. Trust me, it doesn't. I'm not expecting masterpieces here. We're just here to have fun, write crazy poems. I know, I was scratching my head like, what? How can you make a whole script out of emojis? Signed off with a pen emoji. I'm in. Thank you, Herb. Thanks for helping us out. Not Herb. Herb. To the quiet ones, join along. Yes, we would love to have you. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Otherwise, we might have to do a couple of rounds for this one if it's just the four of us. All right. For now, let's say it's just going to be the four of us. Let's get some prompts in the chat. And if anyone else feels like they want to take part at any point, please let me know. We love having new voices in the chat. Okay, I'll try. Thank you, Delgo. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Honestly, we're not here to write a masterpiece. So don't be shy. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Yay, Delgo. Iceberg. There you go. Iceberg. Nice. Why can't I type? My finger just really wants to hit V for some reason. Potatoes. Mash 'em, boil 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Potatoes. Yes, we're going with that spelling. Bad day. Oh no. Oh no. Bad day. Hopefully, if you are having a bad day, this will cheer you up. Is that 3 prompts? Potatoes. Any Lord of the Rings movie fans here? Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Samwise Gamgee. Potatoes. Talking to Gollum. Yes, I am a nerd. I had some potatoes in my barley soup for lunch today. Very nice. All right, I'm going to throw some prompts in as well. Happy New Year! I can't stay long. Hello, Tanya. Happy New Year. Welcome back to the stream. We're just getting some prompts together, but glad that you can join us for a little bit. All right, I've added a few prompts just to give us some, just to give some stuff to pluck from. Okay, a title, a title, a title, a title. A title. Our title is What's in a Title? What's in a Title is our title. And the lineup is Genevieve, Class, myself, Herb, Delgal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's go with the rhyme scheme of A, B, A, B, B. A, B, A, B, B. No, that's crap. A, B, A, B. A, A, B, B. All right, let's go with A, A, B, B, C. I guess. A, A, B, B, C. A title, a title. My kingdom for a title. What's in a title? Rhyme scheme, thank you, class. I have to leave roughly in 30 minutes. No problem. We'll get this done. We'll get this done. So, Genevieve, class, myself, Herb, and Delgel. Prompts: iceberg, potatoes, bad day, soul, dried. Thank you very much, Genevieve, for putting that in the chat as well. And before we get started, can we have some love for our mods in the chat, as always? Because they do so much work behind the scenes to keep me organized, to keep me rolling, and they honestly, yeah, they just do so much in the chat for us. So please show your appreciation for them, as always. Right now in the chat with some love hearts, with some thank yous, with some thumbs up, however you want to show your love to the amazing mods Genevieve and Danny. There we go. They're starting to come in. That's better. Thank you, guys. Yeah, they deserve it. They deserve it. Honestly, guys, they work so hard behind the scenes, I can't even tell you. Okay, assuming that we have the lineup, Genevieve, Class, myself, Herb, Delgel, I'm going to scroll up on the document so we can see a little bit more. There we go. How's that? Yeah, we can even do a little bit more, I think. Get the whole poem in there. How's that? Yeah, maybe even a little bit more. Perfect. There we go. That'll do. Genevieve, 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 Genevieve. Has the first line. Oh dear, oh my, this day is bad. Or worse yet. Okay, never mind. I messed it up from. Restart, reset. Oh dear, oh my, this day is bad. Or worse yet, a word I shan't yet speak. Thank you very much, Genevieve. Thank you, Genevieve and little Danny. Thanks for keeping Adam in check. They certainly do. All right, so we have our first line. So over to Class for the second line, please. I don't know why I started singing your line there, Genevieve. It just felt appropriate. Oops, I've pasted it in the wrong place. My brain is shutting down. My brain is dying. Oh dear, oh my, this day is bad. I still want to sing it. I want to sing it. That line demands to be sung. Oh dear, oh my, this day is bad. Or worse yet, a word I shan't yet speak. That is a musical theatre line right there. Too many yets. All right, over to Class whilst Genevieve does a bit of editing, I think. Did we get any of the prompts in that? Oh dear, oh my, this day, the day is bad day. We got bad day in there, didn't we? Bad day, we can tick. All right, so Class, you need to rhyme with speak. You need to rhyme with speak. Grey decimal clouds hover over bleak. Nice, thank you, Class. And then it's over to me with a B. Over to me with a B. Do we have bleak in there? Do we have hover, iceberg? No, I don't think we have any of the prompts there, do we? Decimal. No. All right, cool. So we got to tweak Genevieve's line. If I can find it. Oh dear. Oh my. Da 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 da. Oh, that's nice and easy. Thanks. All right, so I need to write a line. What's in a title? Iceberg potatoes, soul dried. That's all you need to do for me to give you my soul, guys, is to tell me your name. Tell me your name and I'll give you my soul. It seems like a fair exchange. What's in a title? Oh dear, oh my, this day is bad. Or worse. Hang on, because I know we got a tweak. There we go. Let me just put the tweak in. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh my. This day is bad. Or worse. A word I shan't yet speak. Grey decimal clouds hover over bleak. Tell me your name, and I'll give you my soul. All right, so up next is Herb and then Delgal. Herb, you have to rhyme with soul, and Delgal, you don't have to rhyme at all. And the prompts remaining are iceberg, potatoes, soul, and dried. Dismal. Typo, dismal. Sorry, dismal, dismal, dismal. Let me change that for you, class. Dismal. Dismal. Grey dismal clouds hover over bleak. Tell me your name, and I'll give you my soul. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Remaining prompts are iceberg, potatoes, soul, and dried. Doo doo. Potatoes. Oh no, I've lost YouTube. I can't get back to YouTube. There we go. But decimal clouds sounds interesting, right? I thought we were going for something there. I was trying to imagine what a decimal cloud would be. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Grey dismal clouds hover over bleak. Grey decimal clouds. Oh dear. Oh my. The day is very bad. It's such a musical theatre line. Oh dear. Oh my. Just want to burst into dance and song and dance. What with the tip of the culinary iceberg, fish cake from potatoes. We're actually doing it. We're going there. Fish cake from potatoes and dried salted sole. Very nice, Herb. Very good. Wow. We got a whole dish there. All right, Delgo, over to you to wrap this up. What's in a title? What's in a title? Maybe I'm just in a musical theatre mood. What's in a title? Oh dear. Oh my. This day is bad. Or worse, a word I shan't yet speak. Grey, dismal clouds hover over bleak. Tell me your name, and I'll give you my soul. With the tip of the culinary iceberg, fish cake from potatoes, and dried salted sole. The pronunciation of potatoes is killing me. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Yeah, I was saying Adam's Theatre Days are coming back out. Yeah, I feel like they are a little bit. I feel like they are a little bit. Good times, good times. All right. So everything comes down to this. Line C, Del Girl. What's in a title? Oh dear, oh my, this day is bad. Or worse, a word I shan't yet speak. Grey, dismal clouds hover over, bleak. Tell me your name, and I'll give you my soul. With the tip of the culinary iceberg. Wait, tell me your name, and I'll give you my soul with the tip of the culinary iceberg. Here's my soul. With fish cake from potatoes and dried salted sole. I need help. It kills the cadence of the line, your speech, and it amuses me so much. I need help. That's okay, Delgo. You've got this. I believe in you. How can we help? We're all here to help you. Do you need some? What do you need? What do you need help with? Let us know. Believe in yourself. And again, don't forget, we're just here to have some fun. We're not here to write a Picasso, if that makes sense. We're not here to write anything that is going to win, you know, best poem of the year. We're literally spelling potatoes, potatoes. Be absolutely silly and don't think too much. Absolutely. That is the best advice right there, class. Thank you. Be absolutely silly and don't think too much. You don't have to rhyme with anything. The outstanding prompts, if you want to use a prompt in I can't find the dot. The outstanding prompts are no, we've used potatoes and we've used sole. So dried, no, we've used dried as well. So the wait, we've used iceberg as well. Herb went in there with all of them. Okay, never mind. You literally can write whatever you want and we won't judge you. All the prompts have been used. You don't need to rhyme because you've got a C line. So you can, as class says, be as silly as you like. It really doesn't matter. We're not here to write a Picasso, Adam Gary. There you go. See? Words of wisdom. We're not here to write a Picasso. All of the prompts are used. I'll read it for you one more time, Delgel. But please don't worry too much, or just let us know how we can help. This is the poem so far. What's in a title? Oh dear. Oh my, this day is bad. Oh dear. Oh my, this day is very bad. Or worse, a word I shan't yet speak. Grey, dismal clouds hover over, bleak. Tell me your name, and I'll give you my soul, with the tip of the culinary iceberg, fish cake from potatoes, and dried salted sole. Well, tell us what, in fact, is in a title. Yeah, exactly. What is in a title? Oh dear, oh my, this day is bad, or worse. A word I shan't yet speak. Grey dismal clouds hover over bleak. Tell me your name and I'll give you my soul, with the tip of the culinary iceberg, fish cake from potatoes, and dried salted sole. This day can't get any worse as those soul eyes glare up into my face. Oh my goodness. And that's what's in a title. I'm glad we cleared that up. I'm glad we got to the bottom of that. What's in a title? All right. All right. Our final poem for this stream is What's in a Title? Oh dear. Oh my, this day is bad. Or worse, a word I shan't yet speak. Grey dismal clouds hover over bleak. Tell me your name, and I'll give you my soul, with the tip of the culinary iceberg, fish cake from potatoes, and dried salted sole. This day can't get any worse as those soul eyes glare up into my face. And there you have it, folks. There you have it, Gary Goals. What's in a title? And of course, our barbecue at night in the winter, which was titled Glorification of Dust. Sorry, I had to find it on the moderation card there. Glorification of Dust. So that makes complete sense. Genevieve with her potatoes. Potatoes. No need to say sorry. No, don't say sorry. That's what we're all here for. We're just here to have a bit of fun. We're here to have a laugh. Hello, pumpkin lover. Welcome to the stream. I was just about to wrap it up, but I guess I'll put a poll in if you guys want to do one more now that we have a few more numbers. Let's see if we can get if we can get at least 5 more poets, we'll do another one. I guess poets avoid the title. Yeah, you got to avoid the title. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, everything. Oh, no, it does. It does tell me. Excuse me. Peanuts? Oh no, they're potatoes. I thought they were peanuts. If we can get 5 votes of yes, then we'll do another round. I just worry that we might not have enough numbers, but if we can get 5 votes of yes, then we'll do another round for sure. So far, we have 3 votes on yes. So if we get 2 more votes, no one expects the title. Who remembers the dramatic look golfer? I think it was golfer, not gopher. Not golfer is in the sport golf. Dramatic look gopher. It was way back in the 2000s, I think, maybe 2010s. I need to cut out for dun, 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 grocery quest. All right, we got 5 votes of yes, so we'll do another round. But unfortunately, Herb has to leave us for now. So thank you so much, Herb, for being here. Dramatic squirrel. Enjoy a poetic week ahead. Thank you so much, Herb. Good to see you as always, and enjoy your grocery shopping. All right, let's do one more round then for Pumpkin Lover who's just joined us. So let me clear all of this. All right, let's get a lineup up in the chat, folks. Let's get a lineup going straight away. I have to leave in roughly 10 minutes. So, class, why don't I put you first? If you're okay with that, I can put you as the first poet in the lineup so that we get at least a line from you before you go. If you don't want to be first, excuse me, if you don't want to be first, let me know and I can take you back out. But assuming that you're happy being first, I've put you in. You should go first then, class. Yes, exactly. I'm in, don't want to be last. Great. Thank you so much, Delgal. Danny's in. Welcome back, Danny. I hope you got your groceries in okay. Genevieve, thank you, Genevieve. All right, now we're talking. Oh, I need to scroll up and get rid of the title. Okay, so far we have Class, Delgirl, Danny, myself, and Genevieve. I can confirm it is bloody cold outside, but we now have food. Nice. Well, that's the most important thing. Food, glorious food. Me, add me. Okay, pumpkin lover. I will also add you too. Wait, my brain shut down for a second there. Trying to bully Mitch to join in. Come on, Mitch. I'm looking at you right now. I'm looking down the camera right into your eyes and into your soul. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Right, just because class is short on time, let's get some prompts in the chat so we can get class's line straight away. So flood the chat with bizarre prompts. Come on, guys, you know what to do. Just throw any old random stuff in there. I'm going to throw one in there right now. The first thing that comes to mind, which will be cradle. There you go. Keeps going big. Cradle. Frost. Thank you, Delgal. Lighthouse. Nice. Net. Good. Mitch is on his way in. Nice. Prompt. My prompt is impromptu. Very nice. Boisterous. How do you spell that? Is that right? Yes, except they want to capitalize it for some reason. Okay. Hug black coat. Nice. All right. The title. I'm going to give you guys the title. The title will be Night of the Living. And class, over to you. The title is Night of the Living, and I will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. A, B, A, B, C, C. A, B, A, B, C, C. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, cool. I'm in. Mitch is in and destroyed my rhyme scheme. Thanks, Mitch. C, D, A, B, A, B, C, D, C. I think A, B, A, B, C, D, C. Yeah, that'll do. That sounds nice. Hello all, I have been here in the background. Ah, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Mitch is in. Sneaky, sneaky. What's the prompts? You're welcome. The prompts are cradle, frost, lighthouse, neck, impromptu, boisterous, hug, and black coat. But I'm sure every now and then, no, I want you in. Cradle, frost, lighthouse, neck, impromptu, boisterous, hug, black coat. Thank you. And we are waiting on class for the first line, who will probably have to write the first line and then dip out, which is fine. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. The lighthouse far offshore is beckoning my inner frost in. Nice. The lighthouse far offshore is beckoning my inner frost in. Okay, over to you, Delgal. Okay, Delgo, it's over to you. And the line you're following on from is the lighthouse far offshore is beckoning my inner frost in. And let me just taketh frost and lighthouse away, or put them in green at least. Very nice, class. Good job. Chop suey. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Okay, so after Delgo has finished writing their line, it'll then be Danny, myself, Genevieve, and then to take us home. Wait, I didn't add Mitch to the lineup? I thought I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I forgot to put Mitch here. There we go. As I walk, cradling my empty cup, I throw it in the nearby bin. Thank you very much, Delgar. That plays in my head when I'm triggered. Apparently, it plays in my head when I stream. Every time I stream it, I start humming it. I think it's because Kieran was here earlier, and I remember humming it a few months ago because I just heard it, and then Kieran was like, "Oh yeah, that's my favorite band." And I think that's what kind of made me start humming it this time. Almost got away with it. Almost got away with it. No, 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 no. No, you don't. Nice try. Okay, so let me put Delgal's line in. Let me see where we're at. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, so Danny, it is over to you. Oh, what's happened? What happened there then? So, Danny, you have to rhyme with the word in. I-N, in. Oh, wait, hang on. Delgal has rhymed with in. So we've got A. We're going to have A. That's okay. That's okay. Why not? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. A. The Night of the Living. The lighthouse far offshore is beckoning my inner frost in. As I walk cradling my empty cup, I throw it in the nearby bin. How about AABBCCD? That would make more sense, but I'm going to be an agent of chaos and go with no. A is going to be AAAACDC because I am mean and we're here to have fun. So let's have some fun with it. AAAACDC. Kind of sounds nice actually. AAAACDC. I quite like it. B does not exist in this alphabet. B does not exist in this poem. The night of the living. The lighthouse far offshore is beckoning my inner frost in. As I walk cradling my empty cup, I throw it in the nearby bin. So we got cradle. We can get rid of cradle. We just need to use neck, impromptu, boisterous, hug, and black coat. Or A. Could you imagine? Taskmaster? You guys are great. I do enjoy these ride-alongs. They're good fun. They give me a good laugh. After walking what felt like hours, I finally spot my next of kin. Oh my goodness. Night of the Living. Okay. All right. After walking for what felt like hours, I finally spot my next of kin. With bite marks on their neck, a beast of deadly sin. So I used neck, and we still have impromptu, boisterous, hug, and black coat left to use. And so, Genevieve, it's over to you for the first C line, please. So I can get rid of these A's now because we know where we're at. Night of the Living. The lighthouse far offshore is beckoning my inner frost in. As I walk, cradling my empty cup, I throw it in the nearby bin. After walking what felt like hours, I finally spot my next of kin with bite marks on their neck, a beast of deadly sin. We write about literally everything and anything on these streams. We've written about trolls on the toilet. We've written about alien road trips. We've written about killer elves and Gandalf. We've written about vampire next of kins. It all goes on here. By the way, another quick reminder, if you haven't yet already hit that like button, please do. I'd really, really appreciate it. It's just down here below the video. Ah, and I see we've gained another subscriber whilst live. So hello, new subscriber. It's great to have you here. Lol, killer elves. Beware, my friend, for in his black coat, your life he just may end. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. Is it too late to contribute to a poem? It is not. I'll throw you in the lineup really, really quick. But hello, a poet. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I should have said that first. Hello, a poet. I will quickly add you. You're just in time. So we used black coat there. I know that we did. A C D C D. That makes sense. There you go. So we have Genevieve's just put. Hang on. Doodly doo. Let me put that line in. So up next is Pumpkin Lover, then Mitch, and then a poet. So Mitch, your line will have to rhyme with end. END, end. Your line has to rhyme with end. And the poem reads like this: Night of the Living. The lighthouse far offshore is beckoning my inner frost in. As I walk, cradling my empty cup, I throw it in the nearby bin. After walking for what felt like hours, I finally spot my next of kin, with bite marks on their neck, a beast of deadly sin. Beware, my friend, for in his black coat, your life he just may end. Yes, he will smother you with a black coat. Remaining prompts: impromptu, boisterous hug. He will end your life with a big hug in the black coat. Hang on, I need to rework some of this. May end. May. Although I think once we get rid of that C, it should be okay. I reckon it'll be okay once we get rid of that C. So over to Pumpkin Lover now with the first D line of the poem. Night of the living, the lighthouse far offshore is beckoning my inner frost in. As I walk, cradling my empty cup, I throw it in the nearby bin. What a good person. What a good person we are. No littering round here. We do not litter in front of the lighthouse. Not in front of vampires. After walking for what felt like hours, I finally spot my next of kin, with bite marks on their neck, a beast of deadly sin. Beware, my friend, for in his black coat your life he just may end. So wait, does my line have to end with nope? No. Sorry, does my rhyme have to rhyme with end? No. You don't have to rhyme with anybody, Pumpkin Lover, because you're creating the first rhyme. You're setting the rhyme. So whatever word you finish with, Mitch will have to rhyme with it. I believe it's Mitch. No, sorry, a poet will have to rhyme with it. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Genevieve. This explained it far better than me. Mitch has to rhyme with end. You're now setting the D rhyme, which a poet will then have to rhyme with. So don't choose an impossible word like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, or do choose it and see how a poet responds to that. I don't know. Even though the sound of it might be quite precocious, very, very good. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I. He turned 100 recently, didn't he? Dick Van Dyke? Is that his name? It's definitely a musical theatre night, isn't it? There's definitely musical theatre in my veins right now. That's not actually difficult. It's just Oshus. I'd be rhyming with. This is very true, yeah. But what? I disarm him with my impromptu hug. I love it. Love wins in the end. Watch out, my stealthy, sickly friend. But what? I disarm him with my impromptu hug. Watch out, my stealthy, sickly friend. I thought the line is that it sounds atrocious. I think they're both right. Yeah, I realized I messed it up. Something quite atrocious. Anyway, but what? I disarm him with my impromptu hug. Watch out, my stealthy, sickly friend. You might be quite precocious. That's definitely a line in it. But so is something quite atrocious. Okay, so um I'm going to be singing that all night now. The word is atrocious, though. I think they're both right at different points. And yes, Dick Van Dyke turned 100 recently. Genevieve, who am I supposed to rhyme with? Class, you're all good. You started the poem off with "The lighthouse far off is beckoning my inner frost in." Welcome back, class. But you don't need to rhyme with anybody because we're still on the same poem you left us at, Night of the Living. So you're all good. You're all good. It's all gravy. Beware, my friend, for in his black coat your life he may just end. But what? But what? But what? Oh, I love the drama this evening. The dramatic lines. But what? I disarm him with my impromptu hug. Watch out, my stealthy, sickly friend. Okay, so a poet, you will be rhyming with friend. Over to Mitch, and don't forget, you have to wait, friend and okay. So in fact, it seems like what we've done, we've gone A B B B B by the looks of it. Never mind. B B B B. So we're just all rhyming with each other now. All right, over to Mitch. The poem reads thus: Night of the Living. The lighthouse, far offshore, is beckoning my inner frost in. As I walk, cradling my empty cup, I throw it in the nearby bin. After walking for what felt like hours, I finally spot my next of kin, with bite marks on their neck, a beast of deadly sin. Beware, my friend, for in his black coat your life he just may end. But what? I disarm him with my impromptu hug. Watch out, my stealthy, sickly friend. It's C. Oh, yes, 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 yes. We're going C, 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 C. A, 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 C, 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 C. I think Pumpkin Lover put yes, yeah, looks like they did. Missed that at first. Yep, we got it, we got it, we got it. So I need to do some line breaking. How are we doing? So where does it stop? End and st. End and st. So bang, bang, have some of that. Bang, bang, have some of that. Lol, we've gone rogue. We're going rogue. Yeah, we always go rogue, guys. Does this surprise you? Because it doesn't surprise me anymore. We always go rogue. A C C C C. Ah, yes, in emojis. That's a cool fire heart on fire emoji. I don't know if I've got that. Remaining prompts boisterous. I love syntax. Night of the living. The lighthouse, far offshore, is beckoning my inner frost in. As I walk cradling my empty cup, I throw it in the nearby bin. After walking for what felt like hours, I finally spot my next of kin, with bite marks on their neck, a beast of deadly sin. Beware, my friend, for in his black coat your life he just may end. But what? I disarm him with my impromptu hug. Watch out, my stealthy, sickly friend. Especially the comma misuse. We do whatever we want here. We do whatever we want because rules don't apply to us. Rules don't apply to write alongs or at the Adam Gary Poetry Channel. Narrative, linear narrative at least. Nah, we don't do it. We throw it in the nearby bin. All right. I have lost track. Where are we? Who are we waiting on? Rebel poets, absolutely. Lol. We are impromptu. Yeah. Rules? Where we're going. If you don't know, Back to the Future is my favorite movie of all time. Probably. Probably, yeah. I would, yeah, it's got to be my favorite movie of all time, and the musical as well. Rules, where we're going, we don't need rules. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just look up Back to the Future roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Bam, bam, bam. Oh dear. Mitch is struggling. So he just needs to rhyme with end and friend. And I just realized I need to take hug off of the prompts. Oh, did we use? Yeah, we used impromptu as well, didn't we? So I need to take these off, impromptu and hug. So yeah, we've only got, if he can fit in boisterous, that would be great. If not, hopefully a poet can. But let us know if we can help in any way. But yeah, just be silly. Mitch can drive it all home now. We still have a poet. We're poets. Of course we like to bend rules, right? Absolutely. True Blue Football News. Now there's a poetic name. True Blue Football News. Love you, bro. Love you too. We don't need roads. You got this. Yeah, yeah, you know. But we're going, we don't need roads. And then bang, sunglasses go down. Off we go. Stand by Me. I don't think I've seen that class. We're poets. Of course, we like to bend the rules. Oh, I love it. I love these streams. These are always good fun. True Blue Football News. Bing, 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 ba-da-ding. Adam, if you haven't seen Stand By Me, watch it. It's a classic. Sorry, man. It's me, Reese. No, you're good. You're good. How you doing, bro? Sorry, man. It's me. No apologies necessary, bro. No apologies necessary. I love these too. I'm so glad I discovered this page. Thank you so much, Pumpkin Lover. Every time I naturally just want to say pumpkin, and then someone, I can't remember who pointed it out in a stream once. Adam needs some non-copyrighted music stuck in his head. Yeah, surely they can't. Surely they can't copyright strike me for humming the song. It's better for seeing you, my friend. Ah, you're so sweet. You're gonna make me blush. You're gonna make me blush, dude. Reese is a very good friend of mine, and he actually directed my Nerdian short film. And if you're a channel member, you'll know that I'm sort of getting back into the world of Nerdians at the minute. So there you go. There's one of the Nerdians OG in the chat right there. The thing is, you can just call me Pumpkin. My name is due to the fact that I love the Smashing Pumpkins. Can a poet think of a line? Mitch is at a brick wall. All right. Um, I don't know if this is mean of me. Maybe this is really mean of me, but I always like say no to those requests. Like, no, we can't move on. You should write an ode to the public domain. Yes, I love that. An ode to the public domain. But yeah, going back to being mean to Mitch, I always say no to those requests only because we uh we are really here just to have a bit of fun. So think of a word that rhymes with friend, bend, send, trend. lend. Any others? Um, and just write anything. And if you really don't want to, we'll move on. How about a poet writes one and then Mitch has to end it? Okay, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. So a poet, I'm going to swap you around with Mitch. If you wouldn't mind taking the next line, and then hopefully we can get a finishing line from Mitch. Only because I like to push people and let them, achieve something. Let them defend. Thank you. Yes. Apparently my brain forgot what more than one syllable was. I was just thinking of one syllable words. Thank you. Defend, befriend, upend. Perhaps use the title, Mitch. Yeah, and we can use the title as a prompt as well. Great minds think alike. But yeah, I'll give the line over to a poet, and then hopefully, if wend, mend, send, blend, fend, lend, dead end. Hey, Delgal. Um, yeah, and then if Mitch can come up with a final line, uh, great. So I guess we'll pass it over to a poet. And so far our poem reads like this: Night of the Living. The lighthouse, far offshore, is beckoning my inner frost in. As I walk, cradling my empty cup, I throw it in the nearby bin. After walking what felt After walking for what felt like hours, I finally spot my next of kin with bite marks on their neck, a beast of deadly sin. Beware, my friend, for in his black coat, your life he just may end. But what? I disarm him with my impromptu hug. Watch out, my stealthy, sickly friend. Okay, so a poet, over to you. And I'll scroll down a wee bit. Beep. And we still have the word boisterous available for selection. The lighthouse. Boom, 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 boom. Did I tell you guys a couple of weeks ago I burnt my finger doing wax stamps, wax seals? I still, it's still not, I've still lost some nerve endings there. I'm sure they'll grow back. Do nerve endings grow back? I don't know. But I can't feel that right now. Honestly, I should not be around flames or anything hot. I'm very dangerous around flames and hot things. I don't mean to, I just am. I just am, okay? I see those hearts coming in. I see you. I'm just catching up on mod chat. Yeah, maybe not. Yes, nerves can regenerate mostly. Cool. Like Wolverine. All right, we got 2 lines left to go. Night of the Living. We're just waiting for a poet, and for a poet's sake, this is our poem so far. Night of the Living. The lighthouse far offshore is beckoning my inner frost in as I walk, cradling my empty cup. I throw it in the nearby bin. After walking for what felt like hours, I finally spot my next of kin, with bite marks on their neck, a beast of deadly sin. Beware, my friend, for in his black coat your life he just may end. But what? I disarm him with my impromptu hug. Watch out, my stealthy, sickly friend. The vampires are my once boisterous family, so my love I still extend. Nice. Thank you, a poet. That came in at just the right time as well. All right, Mitch, we turn our focus and all of our eyes are back on you. Uh, Honestly, there's no prompts you have to worry about now because we've ticked off all the prompts thanks to a poet. All you have to worry about is rhyming with friend, send, and end. Extend. Sorry. So, if we can flood the chat, poets assemble, gather around and support Mitch. Just flood the chat with loads of words that rhyme with extend, end, and friend. Let's help Mitch out best we can. And really, just don't worry too much. We are just here for a bit of fun and a laugh. You know that by now, Mitch. I know you do. Let me get back to chat. Pretend. I used Merriam-Webster rhyme zone. Yeah, rhyme zone is always good. Amend, girlfriend, suspend, back end, weekend, descend. I think someone said pretend earlier as well. Misapprehend, nice. Going for a 4-syllable. Apprehend, trend, bitter end, tend, like, I don't know, Barbie and Ken. The vampire was kenned. Makes sense. Penned, hyperextend, spend, comprehend. I think our vampire next of kin should be kenned. I'm just saying. Amend. I don't know if that's already been overextend. As the night of the living comes to an end, we begin our descend. Boom, I did a thing. Oh, I thought you mean kenned like a weird past tense of the Scottish ken. No, like, you've been kenned. I'll leave it up to interpretation. You've been kenned. I can just see Ryan Gosling in my head, right? Ryan Gosling was kenned. Lay it on us, Mitch. There you go. As the night of the living comes to an end, we begin our descent. Thank you, a poet and Adam, for swapping us. No, you're good, you're good, you're good. Hang on. Let me just get that in the doc, and I will read it as a whole. As the night of the living comes to an end, we begin our descent. Okay, night of the living. The lighthouse far offshore is beckoning my inner frost in. As I walk cradling my empty cup, I throw it in the nearby bin. After walking for what felt like hours, I finally spot my next of kin, with bite marks on their neck, a beast of deadly sin. Beware, my friend, for in his black coat your life he just may end. But what? I disarm him with my impromptu hug. Watch out, my stealthy, sickly friend. The vampires are my once boisterous family, so my love I still extend. As the night of the living comes to an end, we begin our descent. As far as write-along poems go, I think that's a pretty good one, actually. That's not bad. I think that turned out relatively okay. As I say, in terms of a write-along poem, I liked it. Thank you so much, poets, for being here. Thank you for spending time with us on a Sunday morning, afternoon, evening, depending on when you are. Also, Keith the Elf is with them. Yeah, he's gone down to see Keith the Elf into madness. I don't think we descended into madness. I don't think we descended into madness. We were already there. We were already there. We are always mad round here. Everyone's mad round here. Isn't that a happy hatter? Not a happy hatter. Mad Hatter phrase. Everyone's mad round here. Mad Hatter. Whatever the guy's name is. Maybe Keith became an Uruk-hai. Is that correct? It is, if we're talking Lord of the Rings. I didn't really see the first part of Rings of Power. Ah, I haven't seen any of Rings of Power. How did we go from ice skating to vampires? Because we're awesome. What kind of question is that? um, that was fun. Thanks all. Yeah, it was. I really do enjoy these streams. Thank you so much for being good sports and just letting loose for a couple of hours, an hour and a half, whatever it may be. Thank you for being here and just going with it. I appreciate it. I saw a book the other day that was all poems about vampires. Nice. Nice. With all of that being said, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for leaving such lovely comments on my recent shorts and my videos. I'm really glad that so many of you are enjoying the fresh content. And yeah, thank you so much. And I'll see you in the comment section of future videos. And if not, next stream. There is a stream next week, but there is not a stream the following week. So don't miss next week. Because the first orcs were elves that went dark, like Keith. Oh my god, Keith is the original Uruk-hai. Keith started it all. That's what happened. Fun Sunday afternoon for me. Thank you all. Till next time. Yes. Till next time, everybody. Happy writing. Oh, we need a prompt for next week, don't we? We need a prompt for next week. Okay. The prompt for next week will be Purple Haze. I don't know what inspired that. Purple Haze is the prompt for next week. I love that. Let's go out with a dab. Yeah. See you all next week.